The engagement was beyond my wildest expectations by far. I've always had the dream of being proposed to, engaged at Busch Stadium. I am a huge Cardinals fan, and that would have just been the icing on the cake. So my birthday was 2 days before we got engaged, and he told me that he got me a tour of Busch Stadium for my birthday, so I was like, sweet, that's awesome.
I honestly just called Busch Stadium and asked. I was like, here's my idea. I don't remember when I came up with the idea. I just thought of it one night. It would be cool because we plan on going back for the Rockies-Cardinals game, which is the game that we went to that night after I proposed. And I was like, well, we're going to be in our jerseys. You know, how cool would it be if I could possibly propose before the game on the field? They said they usually don't allow it on game days, but since we were from out of town, they were willing to make it work. And so then they allowed me to bring my photographers who were just disguised as random people, and it totally worked out. The tour guide was awesome. He didn't tip anything off, and yeah, they took care of everything.
We knew pretty early on in our relationship that we would be together for a long time, for forever, and to be able to have him and Busch Stadium and then be engaged all in the same time was mind-blowing. It was phenomenal.
And Jonathan, what are your thoughts on the Cardinals? Honest thoughts.
I honestly really do like them. I've always liked them just because they're a classy organization, and like I've been to a couple Cardinals games and watch them on TV, and like the fans are always classy. Like, you know, I'm not gonna name names as to what teams I don't like, but there are certain teams with fans that I just can't stand, and the Cardinals have never liked that. I always rooted for them in the World Series. You know, they've been like twice in the last 3 years or whatever that was, and you know, I always say they're my good team that I cheer for because I cheer for the Rockies, and I have to have one team that I know is actually going to succeed a little bit, so that's the Cardinals.
Well, I don't like the Cardinals at all. No, I'm kidding.
I like the Pirates too.
Yeah, I mean, I respect the Cardinals for sure, and Ozzie Smith is one of my all-time favorite players, but I'm sick of them beating the Pirates.
Yeah.
It's getting old.
I am a huge fan of Ozzie. I had a picture that I always said goodnight to when I lived in St. Louis when I was younger.
So now you've been proposed to by a man who made your dream come true.
Yes, without even realizing that it was my dream, too.
Yeah, I never knew that before I proposed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I knew she was a huge Cardinals fan, but I didn't know it was actually her dream to be proposed to at Busch Stadium.
So you two are sharing a brain already?
Yeah, a little bit.
So what does that mean to you, to know that you have a man who already made one of your dreams come true?
It means everything. I don't know where I would be without him. That's for sure. But I also know that, I mean, if that's how he proposed to me, we're gonna have an incredible life together. We already have an incredible life now, and we're not even married yet.
So who are your favorite Cardinals?
Yachty or Molina?
Yachty?
Yachty.
How about of all time?
Of all time, that's a tough one. I'm a big fan of David Freese. Gotta love the hometown boy that can rescue the World Series when you're down by 2.
That was unbelievable.
It was. I'm pretty sure I lost my voice that night. But probably Stan the Man, absolutely.
Musial.
Stan
Musial.
I cried when he died. But Yachty, I think, would also be a top one.